Okay. So, the American dream. That is a very vast term that has been used for almost a century at this point in our history. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, one thing about it is that it's constantly changing the idea of the dream, quote.
Well, why is that?
Like, if you went back to, like, the 60s, it would have been the idea of this nuclear family, or just like, around World War II.
Yeah.
This wife, kids, white picket fence,
It's like
cat, dog, that
like
type
a
of thing.
traditional family.
Right. And then, you move on to like the 70s or something, it changes to almost like a lot of younger people start believing like, kind of the free hippie type lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's sort of get in a van, your buddies, just smoke weed, and that's kind of the life.
Yeah, it was also during the rights revolution, I think. So I see why there was a turning point.
Right. And I believe a lot of this change came from during the time of our entering into the 1900s, during this imperialism era. And I think mostly because of that, because of how we did the Native Americans.
Yeah.
One thing about them is that when we brought these tribes in, we separated them. We brought in the kids and we built them from the ground up almost, you know what I mean? With this idea of patriotism. And one thing about having to do that is that for over thousands of years at this point, you have these people that lived off this ideal of family, these tribes, generations of built culture. And now you bring it down to one person and now what they want to do. And we gave them the idea that what they want is to go to college, get a degree, job, become an American in our eyes.
So integration.
Yeah. Individualism is a key part to what I believe the American dream is and what it was meant to be.
Yeah, to have this
Like,
land and be independent with yourself, essentially, right? That's what the white settlers did.
Exactly. Yeah. And that eventually, though, that got changed. You know what I mean? Roosevelt, during World War II, help out your fellow man, help out your fellow country,
Yeah.
But the general idea still holds the same. You have to think about yourself here. That kind of thing. But this isn't about the historical American dream, right? We're talking about ourselves here, what we want.
Yeah.
All gone back to us. What I want for my idea of the dream is to kind of what they used to do, get myself a van, get myself a surfboard, and head on over there to the coast and just try and become a surfer bum,
You're a hippie.
But see, what's the part where I said that's what I want?
Yeah, that's what you want.
See, the time I'm actually able to do that in the big 2027, our world's probably not going to be too pretty right now.
Yeah. The moment you go to the beach, it's like just dead. Nobody goes outside anymore.
Exactly. So what I need to do, or what I feel I should do, is I'm going to try and get a degree in zoology.
Yeah.
To try and almost educate people on this stuff. Convince people that data centers are not the thing. And try and go from there, try and do some form of my part to sort of help the American dream. So others can actually have that dream.
So your American dream is contributing to this world we live in and trying to better it, essentially, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. But that is my dream. Or, well, my hope to give others their dream. But, yeah. That's what I got.
That's 4 minutes. That's actually